A Metro Atlanta mom says it actually shows her son's ghost.
Hodge posted she is happy to be able to know her son is always with them.
It's time to talk about stranger things right now.
Yeah, a photo, actually, and it comes from Amarillo, the zoo in Texas. The city of Amarillo posted the photo on Facebook and asked people if they could help
in figuring out what the heck this is.
A strange alien-looking creature prowling in northern New Mexico.
From ghostly apparitions to extraterrestrial mysteries, the world is becoming a strange place filled with several horrifying anomalies. And this video, capturing all those unexplained phenomena, will leave you shocked.
It's like a weird, demonic looking thing, and it's like a human.
Cemetery mystery. Now, have a look at this footage of a cemetery, where a barefooted teenager wearing all white was seen walking through a cemetery. Her face covered with her hair left onlookers baffled.
You scaring me! You really scaring me! You scaring the out of me!
Suddenly stopping at a grave, she picked up something invisible before disappearing behind a tombstone.
World star. Where'd she go? World star. Where'd she go? She disappeared. She disappeared.
In stories and beliefs, a woman in white usually means something powerful, but here she gives off a creepy vibe instead. Is she just a person visiting a grave or a ghost on a secret mission? Maybe both. Either way, walking in a spooky cemetery like this can be really scary, and I know no teenager who would be willing to do this.
World star. Where'd she go? World star. Where'd she go? She disappeared. She disappeared.
Masked mystery. Imagine your usual routine of getting ready for bed gets interrupted by an intruder. Well, something like that happened with this lady as her normal bedtime routine takes a sinister turn in a New York apartment. Alone and unsuspecting, she hears weird noises and decides to take a look. And what then unfolds before her is a surreal sight. A figure with a white mask eerily standing on the staircase. Shocked at the sight, she screamed, and the video abruptly ended there. Leaving us hanging on the edge of uncertainty. What do you think of this video? Was it a mere prank or a spectral encounter? Do let us know in the comments. Rake under bridge. A brave explorer headed to a local bridge with a spooky reputation, all set to test the scary stories about the place. As he explores, a strange noise grabs his attention, leading him to get closer. He quickly points the camera at the sound, and that's when things get seriously creepy. A pale, skinny creature crawls on all fours among the rocks beneath the bridge. People watching the footage think it might be the infamous Rake, a creature known for being creepy and looking human with claws. Faced with this unexpected sight, the explorer makes a quick retreat. Was this a real encounter or a carefully planned trick? The spooky history of the haunted bridge lives on, with every strange incident adding to the talk about supernatural beings. Monster Uncle. Routine naps in this Georgia home turned into an eerie encounter when the mother of these kids witnesses this unsettling sight while monitoring them through a safety camera.
And when I went into the bedroom, she said, "There's a monster on the wall."
The synchronized pointing of tiny fingers towards a seemingly invisible entity on the wall. A ghostly figure invisible to the adult eye causes the hasty retreat of the toddlers behind a closet. The perplexing incident repeats itself after a few nights, with a ghostly figure making a spectral appearance on camera, awakening one of the triplets. After this event, the mother wonders if this is the vivid imagination of the toddlers or a ghostly presence is actually lingering in their house. Cemetery ghost. A seemingly ordinary family vacation took an unexpected turn in the cemetery of Georgia.
We were going down to my aunt for a Christmas vacation.
when Jesse Greathouse, a curious teenager, captured the haunting ambience of the cemetery established in 1750. As he explored the graveyard, his camera zoomed in on tombstones, also revealing an unexpected scene: a youthful specter running after a shadowy woman.
Out of the corner of the camera, this kid caught my eye.
Was it faked?
No, I don't know anybody that can make it look as real as it does.
His family was convinced of the authenticity, and they examined the footage carefully. They noticed its ghostly leap on a tree before disappearing into the unseen. Skeptics question its legitimacy, yet Jesse, with only a basic camera, insists on its originality. Which side are you on? Let me know in the comments below.
The greatest ghost video that I've ever seen. What's on that video is real.
Ghostly shadow. Deep in the Amazon forest in Brazil, a group of travelers came across this chilling sight. A quirky spot without people or machinery. It sure looked like it was abandoned. However, the actual twist here is when a ghostly figure appears in some distance, transparent, almost ethereal. The figure emerged from behind a tree, lingered for a fleeting moment, and then vanished without a trace. Fortuitously, one of the travelers captured the surreal encounter on camera. Even after attempts to relocate the spectral figure, it remains elusive, adding an unexpected twist to their Amazon adventure. Could they have accidentally captured the spirit of the forest? Ghost in hallway. This man's usual day transformed into a harrowing experience, and it was all captured through the lens of a CCTV camera. He was just walking through a hallway when an unseen force thrust him to the ground. Now, I know it's hard to believe, but the CCTV footage shows a ghostly entity pushing the man and just as swiftly disappearing. Why it happened is still not known. It was probably a haunted hallway, or the man had some invisible enemy that dragged him. Whatever it was, I hope that he's doing okay now. Backyard demon. A famous YouTuber, Ray, went to explore his backyard at night, trying to figure out some mysterious animal sounds. With his camera in hand, he came across a ghostly figure. Things got even more puzzling when the video of the encounter appeared empty on his computer, even though it was clear on his camera. The strange changes in what we see make us wonder why the ghost only shows up in certain moments. This mysterious happening makes Ray's nighttime adventure even spookier, making us think more about the mysteries of the paranormal. Haunted road. Pedro, a seasoned truck driver during his drive down on a spooky road in Louisiana, spotted this on the side: a pale girl sitting on the ground. The mystery gets even weirder when she looks up, waves, and makes eye contact, scaring Pedro out of his wits. This creepy meeting makes Pedro decide he'll never take that spooky road again. Stories about a ghostly figure on the road add to the tale, making us wonder about the ghost lady and what she's doing on that eerie highway. Or maybe she's the one making the highway eerie. Jungle gym scare. On a regular family visit to the nearby park where kids' laughter and the sound of leaves fill the air, a mysterious event occurs. A fun outing takes a spooky twist when an unexpected visitor shows up on the playground. While the family records their daughter playing, they later notice something weird in the video. In one shot with their daughter on the jungle gym, there's another girl with pale skin and dark hair at the top, looking straight into the camera with a creepy stare. The family is freaked out because they're sure no other kid was around at that moment. The ghostly girl disappears when the camera moves, leaving a mysterious puzzle behind. Who was she? And what was she up to on that bright day at the park? Attic horrors. In a spooky story from 2008, an ordinary day turned into a ghostly adventure in this man's home. Everything gets recorded carefully on camera as the dogs run away scared and strange sounds fill the house. The man followed the eerie noises, leading him to the attic, usually a quiet space. But surprise! Objects move on their own. Radios make weird noises and see-through orbs float around. The spooky climax happens with doors opening on their own and doorknobs jiggling without any explanation. Now, the man unintentionally capturing all this ghostly stuff makes a contribution to the videos available online without any explanation. What kind of unseen ghost is causing all this strange stuff in his house? It's a puzzle waiting to be solved. Mist Shadow. Spectre of the Brocken, a phenomenon wrapped in centuries-old mystery. In a recently found video, a shadowy figure is seen walking next to a lone hiker in the misty landscape of England. The footage triggers both fascination and fear, bringing to mind similar stories from around the world. Is it a spooky spirit, a sign of something bad about to happen, or just a tricky optical illusion playing games with what we know? This ghostly companion in the mist adds a mystical touch to the ancient folklore, leaving us to wonder about the secrets hidden within the haze. Haunted building. This is an abandoned property with a haunting history, and its location kept secret. Numerous tales of paranormal activity surround this place, urging two brave souls to set out on a journey to uncover the truth. As they explore the desolate space, inexplicable footsteps echo right behind them, sending shivers down their spines.
Wait.
A cryptic message, Nino, scrawled on the wall, adds to the eerie atmosphere. Unaware of what awaits them, a translucent figure resembling a little boy silently shadows their every move. The tension arises when an otherworldly voice whispers, accompanied by a shadowy presence. Convinced of the paranormal forces at play, the explorers hastily exit the premises, leaving behind a chilling proof to the supernatural. Could it be the lingering spirit of a little boy seeking solace in the abandoned shadows? The answer remains unknown. Pale Stalker. The scene in the footage is set in an ordinary setting, with a chef enjoying a bowl of ramen. But here's where things get strange. As the chef leans down, the camera captures the edge of the soundstage, revealing a creepy presence. A pale, motionless face stares hauntingly onto the stage, defying any logical explanations. People start wondering, is it a crew member peeking from backstage? The weird part is, the face stays by itself, unlike what you'd expect to see of a whole person. The mysterious entity keeps an eerie stillness, leaving viewers baffled by its unexpected and frightening intrusion into a regular cooking segment. This incident is a clear reminder that the paranormal can show up when you least expect it, even in the most everyday settings. Nandi's Ghost. In a thrilling night drive through Karnataka's Nandi Hills in India, a group of friends encountered something very spooky at the ancient fortress atop the hills. As out of nowhere, a mysterious figure draped in a flowing white garment appears on a fence at the hill's edge. As the friends inch closer, the frightening figure takes a daring leap into the darkness, vanishing without leaving a trace. The haunting footage sparks debates. Skeptics brush it off as a hoax, while others entertain the eerie possibility of encountering a supernatural entity. The legend of Nandi Hills gains a new layer as questions linger about the chilling reputation of this historic site. Georgia Mystery. On the 4th of July 2018, North Georgia became the backdrop for this terrifying event that left viewers bewildered. These two friends were innocently lighting fireworks when their festive celebration took a dark turn. Unexplained screams pierced the night, diverting attention from the fireworks to an unsettling spectacle. Suddenly, a horrifying creature emerged from the shadows, resembling the disturbing entity from the movie Wreck.
Run!
Sending shivers down the witnesses' spines. The friends, caught between fear and disbelief, swiftly decided to abandon the scene, leaving behind a surreal encounter with an unknown creature in the haunting woods of North Georgia. As speculation lingers, questions arise about the authenticity of this unsettling footage. Backyard Demon. In a video shared by a man named Richard, the ordinary takes a scary turn. As Richard sets up a camera and engages in a conversation with his friend Nick, an unexpected guest emerges from the dark background. This creepy figure, with its eerie and demonic appearance, starts performing bizarre moves and scratching itself. Richard, taken aback by this unearthly sight, is both surprised and frightened.
Oh my God, there it is, Mike. It came back.
The unfolding scene resembles a scene from a sci-fi movie, leaving Richard in a state of disbelief. The mysterious creature's actions raise numerous questions, turning the video into a spooky and puzzling moment that defies any straightforward explanation.
Oh my gosh.
Ominous mirror. This haunted house featured in a video by the Beach House YouTube channel, where a bizarre incident unfolds right before your eyes.
And we know the story behind it and overall.
Focus your attention on the mirror. Can you catch a glimpse of the semi-transparent figure that mysteriously appears for a moment? Skeptics may argue it's a setup, pointing out the lady moving in front of the mirror. However, there are those who remain convinced of the genuine ghostly sighting. The haunting question persists. What's the real story behind this haunted house? Delving into its paranormal history might just unveil the truth behind this ghostly encounter, hanging in the delicate balance between reality and the supernatural. Truck moving without driver. In a spooky video series from GMA Public Affairs, a seemingly ordinary scene of a truck rolling without its handbrake quickly takes a bizarre turn. This grainy CCTV footage shows a parking lot with vehicles neatly lined up against a wall. All seems fine until a truck in the middle starts backing out mysteriously. And surprise! No one's in the driver's seat. Watch closely as the truck moves and the door eerily swings open without anyone stepping out. Now, here's where it gets even stranger. Keen-eyed viewers and investigators zooming in notice something chilling. What looks like a tall shadow creature nudging the truck from the front. And yep, it's not alone. Turns out there are 3 shadowy figures in a line, not touching the truck, but making it move. How these shadowy shapes manage to pull off this truck-moving act remains a puzzle, but do share your thoughts on this mysterious video in the comments below. Spooky, right? Poltergeist moves chair. The video features a former dining hall, a vast and mostly empty room, now used for special events. Working alone, Christian starts hearing strange noises. Not uncommon in this seemingly haunted space. Intrigued by the scene, he grabs his camera, hoping to capture evidence of the paranormal. And voila! After a few seconds of recording, a small stool tucked under a table eerily glides across the floor for several feet before stopping.
Mierda.
Now, who or what could be behind this ghostly spectacle? In the video's comments, Christian hints at a nearby medical facility where people spend their final days, and that may be the spirit of a departed resident is playing mischievous games in the dining hall. His workplace is probably a stop for the departing souls.
Mierda.
Mysterious orb. What could be scarier than getting to know that you might not be the only one living in your house? Well, something similar happened to this guy, whose home surveillance system captured disturbances that defy explanation. In the solitary confines of a living room, a security camera reveals this unsettling presence.
The first thing I'm thinking, like, whoa, what is this? Imagery just hovering in my living room.
An otherworldly orb, lingering for hours, even splintering into multiple ethereal shapes. The confused homeowner tried to figure it out and thought maybe it was just car headlights or flashlights floating around.
Physically see what I'm looking at in the live feed. So now I'm like, whoa.
This event led to lots of discussions, and the family was left curious and unsure. It's like some mysterious power that we can't really understand.
But when we talk about things that just floating and disappearing.
And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This image was sent to us by a subscriber. Similarly, if you ever wish to know more about an image you come across, just send it to us. Who knows, we might even feature it in one of our videos. Everyone in Miami was excited about the new year and was celebrating it, but only until this clip emerged online. In this video, we can clearly see something strange walking on the road while being surrounded by several police cars. This allegedly 10 feet long alien appeared in front of a shopping mall and left everyone in awe. In response to worldwide rumors, Miami police released a statement that cops were there because of a brawl, and there were no reports of such sightings. Well, this statement would be 100% true, no doubt. Cops must be there for the purpose, they said, but still, can we ignore this 10-foot presence up there? Absolutely we can't. But there's also no way for us to investigate it. So just count it as an addition in unresolved mysteries of the cosmos.